Okay, so to make the water for the bowl, I'm actually going to use the bowl shape itself. So I'm going to copy and paste it so that I have the same size for the circle. And I'm going to use another rectangle to cut off more of the top. So draw a rectangle, set it, top quarter, click and draw the rubber band marquee tool around it, or rubber band it together, and then use the minus front. So there, cuts off about half of it. I'm going to line it up best as I can. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to change the fill. There's 3 different places you can change the fill. You can either go up here, change it. You can double click here, then change it, hit OK. Or you could go over here and change it. Now it's water. It should not have like a line. So I'm going to make sure it's still selected, and I'm going to go up here, open up the stroke, hit none, or I double click on here. Sorry. Click on there to make it active. See how they flip? And then hit none. Or I click on here and hit none, as long as it's active over here. That'll get rid of the line around the blue. And sort of line it up. Now this is a glass bowl, so I actually want it to be see-through. So I'm going to click on this one, which is the bowl itself. And I want to get rid of, and I can do that up here in the fill, get rid of the inside. I could do it here and hit none, so it's selected, hit none, or I could do it over here, as long as it's selected. Now, my bowl shape is a little bit bigger than the original picture, which is fine. Again, I'm just trying to get it about the same size. But I want the water to be behind it. So I'm going to click on the water with the selection tool, left click on it. I'm going to right click on the water. I'm going to go to arrange. I'm going to send it back. So now the black line is on top of the water itself. It's back behind it. There's no fill on the glass, so it's see-through. I'm going to select them both by clicking over here and dragging the big marquee to rubber band them together. I'm going to make sure they're lined up by using the alignment. So you use horizontal. If I use this one, the vertical, it screws it up, so that's not, I just want the horizontal. So I make sure that this way is lined up. Everything else should be about right. I am curious if I do this. Yeah, if I click on the vertical align the bottom sections will align. So that'll be good to use. So I'm going to group these together by selecting them both. Go to Object, Group, or hit Control G. So now they're grouped as one shape or one group. So like I can move them together, but if I need to separate them, I can go back to Object and ungroup them, or Shift Control G. But for right now, why would I want to do that? I don't need to. So I'm going to line this back up a little bit. Yes, the shape's a little bit bigger, perfectly fine. Now I'm going to draw these chains. Just a minute. I'm going to save it, so I know that it's saved right here, and I'll draw the chains here in a minute.